is called usury. Usury is illegal. So in
Well, it should be illegal, but as you're about to find out, in America, currently it's not.
Christian nations, lending money for an interest rate was illegal. So because it was illegal for the Christians, who did the lending? The Jews. So there was Christians who could lend for 0% or didn't lend at all. And then these people called the Jews would come over and start lending money. They would start charging money, and in a couple generations, guess what would happen to the economy? The Jews owned everything, and then guess what the king did? Rounded them up and threw them out of the country. Then they go to the next country, and what would they do? Same thing, and what would that king do?
And you know what's crazy is that in Jewish holy books, it says that usury is illegal for Jews to commit on other Jews. There should be 0 interest rate if you're lending to another Jew, but you're allowed to do it to other people, and you're actually encouraged to do it to Goy or non-Jews.
Round them up, kick them out of the country. This went on for thousands of years. This is why the Jews in history have had no country, because the king they would say no usury, no money lending, and they would start the money lending, they would start the central bank to compete with the king would kick them out.
And then this occupied America starting 1913 with the ratification, with the initiation of the Federal Reserve Act, which was not federal, and there are no reserves. And all they have been doing is committing usury against the American people via proxy of the American government. Why do you think on your credit cards you pay upwards of 20, 25, sometimes 30% on interest payments on credit cards? Why do you think the Federal Reserve sets interest rates even at, 5% right now? Should be very illegal.
Go to the next country, do it again. So this has happened over and over and over again because this quote right here from Napoleon, he would show the compound interest tables, and he said in a very short amount of time, compound interest would eat up every piece of property in France. In fact, I'm going to show you how powerful compound interest is. Very scary thing. There's a reason why it was illegal. Illegal in the Christian nations and the Christian philosophy.
Now, I do not believe to the extent that we need to kick out all the Jews out of America, but I do believe that usury should be illegal. Your customers should not be your product. You should not inherently make money by not creating anything or providing anything to society. The Federal Reserve, their mission statement of stabilizing the economy has completely failed. And there are numerous instances of depressions, of recessions that have happened countlessly since its inception. And so it should be dismantled and scattered to the winds, along with the idea of usury.